Hi, Brittany.
Hello there, Bob. The Pacers are used to the grind in the playoffs. In the Eastern Conference Finals, they've only had a day between games, and they've spent that time practicing. This is familiar territory for the Indiana Pacers. Last season, in the second round, the series was tied up at 2 apiece against the Heat. Miami, though, went out to demolish the Pacers 115-83. The Indianapolis Colts are on summer break. The team wrapped up mini camp this afternoon. Players and coaches will go their separate ways until training camp begins at the end of July. Tom Crean has to be a very happy man this weekend, seeing your players' dreams become reality. Cody and Victor both getting drafted in the NBA.
Well, it is. It's great. It's a combination of a lot of work by a lot of people, but most importantly, those two.
How much of a good fit, then, is it for Victor and for Cody with their respective teams?
Well, I think anytime you're picked that high, I mean, they put a lot of time. In Charlotte and Orlando,
it's not just Victor and Cody moving on to the next level. Also Christian Watford, who has joined on with the Pacers to play Summer League, and then also Jordan Hall's overseas ball.
Well, I think the thing with Christian, this is a great fit, and I think he was in the mix.
Lastly, what does this do for this program moving forward, having 2 players getting drafted in the top 4 in the NBA?
It just solidifies that this is all working, that the reason that everybody stuck with it when we were down and out.
All right, Tom, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck.
Thank you.
Back to you.
And our Brittany Diehl joins us now live from the field house with more.
Hello there, Chris. When Lance Stevenson left the game in the first quarter with a hip injury, it was up to the Pacers bench to rise to the occasion. They did that and some, scoring 38 points in the game, led by Gerald Green's 15.
Coach been saying all year, man, if a player ever goes down, have the next man up mentality. I knew Lance went down. I didn't know how long. I knew he was going to come back. So I just tried to just keep doing the same thing I was doing if I was getting my normal minutes. So no difference. Just tried to knock down open shots.
Went out there and did our thing. We tried to be physical on defense and set the tone that way, and it just flowed and carried over onto the offensive side.
Our bench has been great. They've been a focal point of the game, really coming in, not dropping the score, but either improving or keeping it the same. And anytime your bench can do that, it's going to be a great playoff.
Stevenson would return to the game in the second half, but did not play much longer. Now the series shifts to Atlanta with the Pacers having a 2-0 lead. They head down to play the Hawks at their house, a place where they haven't won in 11 tries. So we'll see what happens. Game 3 is set for Saturday night. Live at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Brittany Diehl, Fox 59 Sports. We're going behind the scenes at Hoosier Park. I get to take a few laps around the 7/8 mile oval. The real star of the day, though, is this lady, blazing with pride. Oh, I like the music. Shouldn't I already be out on the track, though, if the music's going off? I mean, I'm no expert. And then I got the gloves.
Yeah.
You have to hold on tight.
There you go.
In Australia, they race in longer carts, almost like this length, but in the United States and Canada, we race in these.
Now, how heavy is this for her? Because this has got to be heavier, too, than the one that you typically...
This is a lot heavier than a race bike or anything. They said she grabs on a little bit, so I'll get a lap in, and then I'll let you take see how you hold the hand. She's pacing, so she's a pacer. Usually she would wear hobbles on her legs. Then you can see down in between her legs. See how some horses wear tendon boots, they have to wear boots on their legs.
Okay.
Or their knees to protect their knees, because when they go fast, they might flip in. We train them with other horses to get them used to the dirt hitting them in the face. And sometimes they get bumps, we bump into each other. Now she's pacing. Let's see if I can get her to shot again. Pulling up in the winner's circle.
And we win! Good work, Blazin'. Yes. You were really fast.
Come back and see us again.
Thank you.
After the races, the horses load up. They go back to the training center, the county fairgrounds, state fairgrounds, wherever they came from. They might come from Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky. They come from all over to race here.
And how many horses total are on this property?
Like 800,
right now?
800 are on the grounds right now. Not all of them are, like a lot of them are 2-year-olds that are just getting ready to start racing. 2-year-olds start racing really in June and July. So there's a lot of horses that haven't raced yet, but they're going to race. What a nice horse this is.
Sweet talking satin.
Yep.
Always a virgin.
That's the sire. Always a Virgin is the sire, and Silky Satin is the mother.
Now, how old is he?
Well, he's like 7 now, so he's kind of getting almost over the hill for being, you know, he was at the top of his game for so long. You can't stay at the top of the game forever. You know, you just can't do it.
What's the age range for horses in racing?
2 to 14. You don't see a lot of horses over 10 race. A horse only has so many races in their body. This is what they race in. Now this is an older one, but these are not built for comfort. This is not comfortable at all. They're built for speed. One thing I like about harness racing in Indiana is long before Hoosier Park was built, they were racing harness horses here at the county fairs. There's dozens of Hoosier horsemen in the Hall of Fame and Hoosier horses. So
A lot of history.
A lot of history, a lot of tradition of harness racing in Indiana.
And what you were mentioning to me earlier as well, how much of a big business this is.
$1 billion a year to the state of Indiana. That's big business.